Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Assalamu alaikum, boys and girls. This is a show where you're going to learn a lot about prophets. I have a lot of fun and good stories for you to learn from, and they're all about prophets. I have Prophet Noah, I have the story of Adam and Eve, Prophet Yahya, Prophet Moses, Jesus, and all the prophets. And our segment is only 10 minutes, very short stories that I'm going to tell you about the prophets' lives.
Audio Jungle.
Today I'm going to start with the story of Prophet Noah alayhi salam. Prophet Noah lived in a time where people lived simple lives. They farmed their land and hunted animals for food. People at the time of Prophet Noah worshipped idols. The rich, who were the strong, oppressed the weak people, who were the poor. They made them work for them in the land. They were their servants. Prophet Noah felt sad, and he wanted to teach his people about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They did not worship Allah. They worshipped idols. They asked those idols to bring them rain for the land and to protect them from the harm. Prophet Noah decided to start talking to people, educate them about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That Allah is the one who will bring them rain, send them rain from the sky, and will protect them from all harm. Their idols cannot do anything for them. Now, when Prophet Noah started talking to his people about Allah, they did not like it. They didn't listen to them, and sometimes they would put their fingers in their ears so they can't hear him. Prophet Noah felt sad because his people did not want to hear him. They did not want to learn and believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, one time, Prophet Noah was sitting, and there was an old man walking with his grandson. The old man pointed at Prophet Noah, and he told the grandson, "Look, that man, he's a wicked man. He's a bad man. He wants us to leave our idols. He doesn't want us to worship our idols." So the grandson reached for the cane of his grandpa and walked up to Prophet Noah and hit him on the head with it. Prophet Noah was in pain, and he was sad again because nobody respected him and nobody listened to his story. And not only that, they always harmed him, they always caused pain, they tortured him, they made fun of him, they mocked him all the time. Prophet Noah did not give up. He kept on gathering the people and talking about Allah to them so they can follow his way, the right path. Poor people followed Prophet Noah because they felt he can protect them and believing in Allah. They believed in Allah, that Allah can protect them from the rich people who oppressed them. Because they were scared of him, they would cause them harm. So when they started following Prophet Noah and his message, they felt more safe, and they felt that God truly can protect them from any harm. Now, the strong people, the strong and the rich, did not like that because Prophet Noah took their servants away from them. And they went to Prophet Noah and they asked him to stop because they want their servants back. Prophet Noah told them he will not give up on this message, and he will continue to guide his people. Prophet Noah invite his people to believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for a long time, for 950 years. After he saw his people were mocking him all the time, they did not take him seriously, they wanted to keep on worshiping the idols, he asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to purify the earth from the wickedness of the unbelievers. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, at that time, he told Prophet Noah that he should start building an ark. Now, Prophet Noah started building an ark, and he was a good carpenter. He was very talented and skillful. He started collecting wood and everything he needs for the ark, and the believers started helping him. They started bringing wood and nails and everything the ark needed to be built. Now, everybody started helping Prophet Noah as he was building the ark. The unbelievers, whenever they pass by and they see everybody working on the ark, they wanted to come and mock Prophet Noah to discourage him and make him stop what he's doing. But he did not stop. One of the things they said to him, they said something like, "So, what is the sea? You're building an ark." And they start laughing. But Prophet Noah ignored them and he continued on working and working. Now, after 80 years, they finished the ark. When the ark is ready, the ark had 3 floors. They just waited. This is where they waited for the sign of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for the salvation day to happen. Now, one time, this old lady came to Prophet Noah and she asked him, when will the salvation day happen? Because they were tired and they were oppressed by the rich people. They always harmed them. They tortured them. They were scared of them. They wanted to be safe, and they asked, when will Allah save us from the wickedness of the unbelievers? Prophet Noah said he does not know the exact day and time of salvation day. So he asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told Noah, I will give you a sign. When you see the sign, you will know salvation day is near. Now the sign is, he told him, water will gushes out of the house of the old lady. You'll see water coming out of the house. And this is a sign where you'll get ready and you get the believers to go on the ark. Prophet Noah told the old lady that this is a sign. The old lady was happy because she had hope. She knew salvation day is going to happen, so now all they have to do is sit and wait for it. Everybody waited and waited. They would go every day to the old lady's house to check if the water is coming out of the house. Also, Prophet Noah would go to check himself. So they would go every day. Time passed, and they were still waiting. They did not lose hope. They were waiting for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to save them. One day, the old lady woke up and she saw water coming out of her house. So she knew this is the sign. She was so happy, she told her little girl to go tell Prophet Noah about the sign. So the girl was happy too. She ran to Prophet Noah's house. She told him about the sign. She was excited. Prophet Noah went to the old lady's house with the little girl and wanted to see the sign in his own eyes. Now that they saw the sign, water was gushing out of the house from everywhere. Everybody was happy. Now is the time. Prophet Noah asked all the believers, he asked all his followers, and the believers in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, now is the time to get on the ark. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked Prophet Noah to get the animals on the ark too. He asked them to get pairs. What Prophet Noah did, the ark had 3 floors. He put the birds in the bottom floor, and the followers, the believers, in the middle floor, and on the top floor he put the animals. Something else is going to happen, but stay tuned and I will tell you about it in the next show.